Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Odd Socks Podcast. My name is Dan, and today we're going to be finding out if I'm American or not. Now, you're like, what are you talking about? You're obviously British. But I have an American wife and half American son. And I had this running joke with some of my friends that I'm American. And they're like, you're American. You just are. And the other people are like, you're not American. What are you talking about? So it's like this random joke that we got going. It's not that funny, but... I just say I'm American now. My wife gets annoyed by it. She's like, you're not. And I was like, well, I've got an American family. She's like, I'm not British. I was like, yeah, good point. But we're going to be doing a test now to see if I'm American. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so this quiz has 15 questions. Your answers to these 15 questions will reveal what percent American you are. Do you talk loudly in public? I mean, we've been in the shop, like me and my wife, supermarket, I should say. Normally Target or Walmart. And if I can't find her, I'm like, Sarah, where are you? Sarah! And I'll just shout. So I'm going to put yes. Next question. Do you wait to be seated at a restaurant? Yes. Yes, I do. I go to America, and the service is absolutely fantastic. Come back here. Now, no disrespect to people working long shifts in restaurants and all that in the UK. I understand that you're on an hourly rate, so I get it. But it's unmatchable. When you go to America, because they're working for the tips, you get a good service. And if you get used to that and come back to the UK, you're like, oh my God, I was treated like a royalty just now in Denny's, and now nobody wants to serve me. So I do wait to be seated in a restaurant because, I mean, most restaurants, I just spat everywhere. Most restaurants say, please wait to be seated. So, yes. Do you take advantage of free refills? 100% yes. Yes, I do. I mean, where was it? Toby Carvery in the UK. Toby Carvery the other week. It's bottomless glass, like refills of Pepsis and sodas and all that. I went up 4 times. So yes, once again, I'm flying through this. I could just tell you right now, 100% American. I mean, this might not mean I'm American, though, to be fair. I might have had to say no then. But, yeah. Do you make small talk with store employees? I think I've become a bit of a douche. Because, yeah, I do. And I'm that... There's a meme going around at the moment. It's been going around for a long time. There's like these videos of people working in supermarkets, and people come up and go, "Oh, do you know where the bread is?" And then they will act out what they're really thinking. So first of all, they go, "Oh yeah, it's just over here." But what they're really thinking is, "Look at the signs. Find it. Everyone else can find it apart from you." And yeah, but that's me. I can't find anything in the supermarket. I don't know why. The other day, do you know where the garlic is? Just like garlic powder, not the actual the shaker ones. I was like, "Where's the garlic?" And he's like, "I'm over here by the herbs and spices." So yeah, but I can't find it anywhere. And we were both there for about 2 minutes, and then finally found it. I was like, I'm literally blind. So I'm gonna say yes. All right. Do you make small talk with store employees? I do. Do you talk to random strangers? Yes. I mean, I met my wife, and she was a stranger. I got like a decent handful of friends, and they were all strangers at one point. If I go out, I'm speaking to everybody. My next door neighbour literally had like an hour conversation with her. I mean, they're not strangers, I guess, because they're neighbours, but don't know them. But I just make small talk with people. So yes, Do you smile at people when you pass on the street? Yes, it's all yes. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, saying that, many people don't smile back, and maybe because they think I'm mental. I'm walking past somebody and just, hello, like the fuck, yeah. So, yeah, I think I haven't said no to any of these. Are you sometimes overly polite? It's a tough one. I think so. I'm going to say yes again, and the reason for this is because I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I was working, so sometimes I work in housing, so like council houses and all this. So I speak to all the tenants, and I go in to do maintenance in the houses. So they are all contacted ahead of time, and I then get a spreadsheet saying who's been called and who hasn't, and who to go to and who to avoid, etc. So I have about 50 to 60 houses in a day, and it's non-stop. So I look at it at the beginning, all of them are green, ready to go. And then some of them say, do not go, do not go. So I'll highlight them saying red, 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 so it stands out to me. Get to somebody's house at 4 p.m. I've been on the road since about 6 a.m. Non-stop all day. And he answers the door, and his face is red. I'm like, hello, I'm just here to do the maintenance. Is it okay if I come in? Nice and polite. No, it isn't. Like, staring me dead in the eye. Now I'm like, okay, why not? Because on my file it's green. Like I can go there. It doesn't say don't go, anything like that. Because my wife's just had a heart attack right into my face, spat on my face as well. He's red and frothing at the mouth almost. I shit myself. Not joking. Like I didn't know what to say. I was like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. Really, really polite and all this. He's like, I suggest you get out of my effing face. Like, shouting and swearing right into my face. I stayed calm and collected, and I was like, I shall leave you to it. I hope that your wife makes a good recovery and very fast. Have a lovely day as much as you can, and I don't need to come in, and slam the door in my face. And I just wanted to say, shut up. You're an asshole. I didn't know. I didn't give her the heart attack. I'm just trying to do my job. Can you not be a dick, shouting and spitting in my face? I'm a quarter of the age of him, or well, half the age. He wasn't 9. Wait, what's quarter? I can't do math. Quarter? No, that's. I'm an idiot. Literally an idiot. It wasn't 120. Yeah, it's like half his age, and I'm like thinking, shut up. Doubt you even have a wife without those manners, prick. So yeah, overly polite. I definitely can be. Do you think you smile too much? Yes. I mean, I haven't stopped smiling this whole podcast, and there's nobody in the room apart from a stupid camera. So I think that answers that question, doesn't it? So yes, I do smile too much. That's an easy one. Do you own a ton of baseball caps? Well, I mean, I'm wearing this. I mean, I promise I haven't looked at this. Like, I did the intro, it then had a cut because I then Googled a quiz. So this, by the way, no idea what the logo is on the front. I went to a shop. Everything is a pound. Didn't believe it. Went in there, like the pound shop, or pound stretcher or whatever. Pound shop, everything used to be a pound. These days, it's not. It's like a pen is like a pound for one, or 99p or something, or you can get like 5 for £1.29. It's like nothing's a pound. Like if you go in to with a pound coin when you're a kid, you come out with a basket full of things, like 5 things for a pound. It's not the case anymore. It is not. But yeah, this shop, everything is a pound. actually is. This hat was £1, and I'm only wearing it today because my hair is in absolute state. I couldn't be bothered to do it. But I have this one, and I have a few I got a Yankees hat. I got a Red Sox hat because I'm an idiot. That's not very American of me, but yeah, Red Sox. Red Sox is my team now because my wife is from Boston. So yeah. Anyway, the answer is yes. I do own a ton of baseball caps. Yeah. Okay. Do you tip when you eat out? When I'm in America, yes. Every single time. I have tipped in the UK. I don't do it a lot, I'll be honest, because, as I said earlier, the service is awful. No, I think that's the thing in the UK. When the service is really good, it's surprising. It's like, oh, I'm gonna tip. But isn't it weird that that's always in not posh, but more expensive restaurants, people tip. But in the small restaurants and the cafes and the family-run little small cafes and restaurants, nobody tips in them. So I don't understand why. You go to a steakhouse and four of you spend 120 quid or something, and then you go, chuck in another tenner, and it's what, you're just throwing money away. But then you have a steak at Weatherspoons. It's not a good example, Weatherspoons. You have a steak or something in a smaller place, and you're like, 120 quid for four of us. Not going here again. And yeah, that's definitely a thing. People tip more in expensive restaurants than in smaller restaurants. Why? Don't know why that is. But do I tip when I eat? Yes. Yeah. I can't say no because I literally have. So I'm going to leave that as yes. Do you add ice to almost everything you drink? I mean, I said earlier I have iced coffee now. That's a yes. But everything I drink? I don't like iced tea. I mean, I know that's just a drink without ice called iced tea. But still. And if I get a glass of water, I don't always get... No, I'm going to have to say no. That means I'm not 100%. I know that means I'm not 100% American. Do you sometimes go to the store late at night? Yes. I do. And there's a co-op around the corner from my house, which is open till 10. So thank God, because, yeah, there's been many times, especially when my wife was pregnant and she had some cravings. Oh, I really want this. I really want... Okay, and I go there. She wasn't that bad. I was expecting to go for a full-on shop, but it was normally she had ice popsicles. She was upset. She'd eat them by the box, and I was like, well, at least it's that, because you could have as many of them as you want. Do you know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm obsessed with burgers. I don't know, and she wanted about 20 burgers a night. Then she would have ballooned. She would have been huge, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I go to the store late at night. Do you love wearing sneakers? I have before I had a kid. I had this obsession, not obsession, but every now and again I would treat myself to a pair of trainers, sneakers, and I collected about 10 pairs. Some of them I didn't even wear really. Since I've sold some of them and gave some away to charity shops because I've worn them and I'm not going to wear them in the future and they're just collecting dust. But I love wearing sneakers. Yes. Saying that though, today wearing slippers. I've got slippers here, so I do love wearing sneakers. So yes. Do you take your coffee or tea to go? Yes, I do. I hate having a coffee in a mug or a glass. So like Costa is a huge chain coffee shop in the UK. It's like Starbucks. I'm not really much of a Starbucks fan. I'm more of a Costa fan, but that's always takeaway cups. Mainly because I'm working, I'm driving, so I'll do the drive-through ones. But if I go in, I hate having it, like, let's say it's a latte, in like one of those tall glasses. Like, I wanted a coffee, and now I'm like got to be really careful with like. And what's the little tiny handle? It's like a baby's ear. I don't. You can't fit a thumb in it or anything. You're just holding it, and it's right at the bottom, and it goes up like a vase, and you're holding it at the bottom like this is. What is this design? Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, and the other day I actually went into Costa and forgot to say to go, and they just made it, and it was there on a tray. I was fuming. I started drinking it. I was like, "Can I have this in a takeaway cup?" She said, "Yeah, of course." And I poured it in, and I left. So yes, I always have coffee in a takeaway cup. Do you sometimes wear pajama pants in public? I don't think that makes you American. Like, if the answer is yes, like, by the way, I don't. I'm gonna click no. But that doesn't mean you're American. It just means you're lazy. Or yeah, you just don't care. But yeah, I don't do that. So okay, that's the end of it. So click here to see your results. You got 87% American. You're definitely an American, and it really shows. Either that, or you visited the US so many times that you practically bleed red, white, and blue. Regardless, you do you. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's because I visited so many times. I have been to the US almost 10 times now, I think. But it's because I'm American. I'm American. If you're American and you're watching this, do you think I'm American, or do you think I'm agony to listen to? Right. That's the quiz. I'm 87% American. So, debate over. Alright? But yeah, if you want me to do more things like this, quizzes or reactions to things, then please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna finish this here, and probably film the next episode straight after this, because it's 11 p.m. and I'm trying to fit in as much as I can in an evening. So I'm gonna film something right on the back of this, but I'm gonna wear something different, so you'll never know which one it is. But if you want to see that video, you're going to have to subscribe and like this video. So, yeah, with all that said, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye. I'm American.